Alright, let me just check my notes here. Yeah, turns out it's worse than we thought. Redfall sucks. There's nothing on the paper. There are so many things wrong with this game that it feels pointless to make this video because you've heard all of them. Everywhere on the internet has been bashing this game. It has gone through every ringer it can. There isn't a single source that has given it any credit. I'm gonna do this review as fairly as I can today. I'm not a person who likes to be completely negative. So I will go over the positive sides of Redfall, but it's gonna be short. So join me in my casual impression of Redfall.
Vampires, cultists, psychic phenomena. Never seen anything like it.
This is not the Redfall I remember.
Ever forward! No one is coming to help you. There is no death for us. It's the four of us against the darkness.
Well, as most of us probably expected, Redfall fell short. I'm gonna start this by just talking about the game, what it looks like when it opens up, the character choices that you have, the different powers involved, as well as go over some of the things that immediately turned me off. I think I was over this game within an hour. That being said, I also played it for 7 hours straight, so obviously something kept me hooked. We will also talk about that. So to start off, you can see that this is the title screen. I chose to play Dev. Once I go over the characters, I'll show you why and kind of explain my thought process there. I don't know if I regret it or not, because I haven't played any of the other heroes yet, but he seems to fit my playstyle so far. I'm still gonna maybe check out some of the other ones and see how they differ, but for now, Dev is the only one I played. So to start off, you have Jacob. I have not played Jacob, although he is the one I think I'm most interested in playing next. He has a Raven, which if you've played Apex, kind of acts as the scan, which seems nice. He also has a cloak, which now that I've played the game, I know is actually very useful. And he has this cool rifle as an ultimate, which seems interesting. I'd be interested to see how it actually works in game. And you have Layla. She has this interesting airlift. The lift works kind of like to get you places faster. Dev has something similar that I like, but the lift seems to work a little bit better. We also have the umbrella, which blocks projectiles. Once again, now that I've played it, I know that that's good. And then I don't know at all what this is. I don't know what the vampiric boyfriend does. Dev is the current hero that I've played. He has the arc javelin. The arc javelin is actually pretty nice if you throw it and it either hits somebody or hits near people. It can actually stop swarms from swarming you very fast. He has this teleport thing, which is really nice, gets you places, and he can even heal you on transfer, which is nice. And then his portable UV light is massive because it'll stop hordes of vampires from charging you. Then you have Remy, and I haven't played her, but seems interesting. She has the C4, which I'm sure would come in major handy. Do a lot of damage to one or multiple enemies fast. Seems like obviously a good thing, in my opinion. But then she also has the Siren ability, which is a distraction. Once again, can stop vampires from swarming you. Sounds really good. But this is the one that really interested me, was the rallying point where it heals over time. Health is kind of hard to come by in this game at times, so I think that would be really useful. This is a 4-player co-op game. Why in the hell is there no matchmaking? Of all the things that haven't made sense about this game so far, this is the one that's actually killing me the most. There should be matchmaking. I don't have 4 friends. I have 1 friend that might play it with me. Why can't I look for people to play with? And I know it's going to be one of those, well, it'll come with the later patch things, but this is something that because it was left out, I feel like immediately this game has started on a sour note. Now I have to play this game solo until I can convince people to play with me, while I'm currently making a review for the game talking about how it's not very good. You can see my dilemma. The other thing that absolutely needs to be discussed is the lazy cutscenes. I am not a fan of, and maybe it's an artistic choice, but of these like PowerPoint presentation cinematics where it's like, here's some pictures while somebody talks over top of it. It feels lazy. It feels unfinished. I think if I'm paying $70 for a game, which let's admit it's a Game Pass game, I didn't. But if I'm paying $70 for a game, put some fucking cutscenes in the game. Give me something for me to latch onto. Something to really help me get into this world that you're building. These pictures that are sliding by while somebody talks over top of them, it's no different than this boring ass review I'm making right now, but nobody had to pay for this. This is free on YouTube. This is ridiculous. This is another thing that's going to stop people from playing this game. It's not interesting for the first hour and a half. It's not interesting at all. And just to prove it, I'm going to show you the intro cutscene, intro cinematic to this game, and you comment down below and tell me at what point you got interested. I'm curious. Let's call it an experiment.
What happened in Redfall is my fault. I think it used to be a nice town. When I first got here, I thought I could help. They said one drop of my blood could change everything. Free people from sickness, maybe from death. A world where nobody was left out. Cups overflowing, rivers of living water. I was a fool. They were monsters. They took more than a drop. They took everything. Now, something evil is swallowing up this place bit by bit. When the people here realized what was going on, it was already too late. Folks are at each other's throats, begging the monsters to spare them. Some are just hiding, scared, waiting for a rescue that ain't coming. Some tried to get away. But the monsters who started all this weren't having it. There's nowhere to go. Nobody ever believes things can get this bad. Until it happens. Then, it's too late. But there are people who can fight back. I think they can save this place. There's just one thing standing in their way. A whole town full of vampires.
Did the game start? Jesus fucking Christ, there's more? So the big bad looks like the rest of the vampires, but with a cape and a crown. Cool. Also, when I said I wanted cinematics, moving cinematics, cool cutscenes, I don't think I've ever seen a more boring and slow moving cutscene. Like, I get building a world showing the vampires eating somebody, but not only were they sucking blood with blood on their mouth, and then the corpse they're sucking on looks like they're sleeping, with no puncture wounds or any kind of blood on them. It's just not scary. It doesn't worry me. The fucking vampire literally went like fucking Ed from Ed, Ed and Eddie. I don't know, man. Off to a bad start. Let's get into some gameplay. So initially, this is the absolute first thing you do once you get off the boat that you woke up on. And I was like, oh, this is pretty interesting. Like, the waves frozen behind you are cool. And I was like, oh man, I'm gonna get to shoot some stuff. Like, this is so cool. Like, yeah, maybe this game is gonna be good after all. But then...
The sun. Look at the damn sun. I got trouble here! That was my friend, you asshole!
I was once called relentless, you know.
I am fully aware that this clip looks like I am playing my first shooting game, and I've never known how to aim, but I am a Diamond Apex player, and typically do very well at shooters. This is the most uncomfortable I've ever felt shooting in a game. It took me so far off guard that I literally, after this part, I had to stop and just like figure out if I needed to change settings. And the settings in this game fucking suck. There's like nothing to change. Graphically, there's literally nothing. And the controls, I didn't feel like anything made a difference. It feels bad. It feels as bad as it looked. But you know, they used to call me relentless. So it doesn't really get better for me either. This is the very first vampire coming up here in the game, and I was like, okay, finally I'm not shooting a human, I'm shooting at a vampire. And by the way, this is about 30 minutes into this game at this point, and I was like, oh, let's fucking do it, let's do it, let's kill this thing. Oh, they don't take a lot of damage, but it doesn't feel too bad. I'm gonna kill him. Why is he running away from me though? Oh shit, no he's not. It moves so sporadically. But finally, I'm like, okay, I got this. Punch. Yeah, I killed him. Aren't I supposed to be able to, like, stake him or something? What do I... Oh, he's back. Oh, he's got half health. Okay, well, that's weird. Well, let me just kill him again. Yeah. Hit all those bullets, trust me. Oh, yeah, I got him again. Let's stake him. What? What do I do? What the fuck is that? Oh, did you see that? It just popped up in the stake. Oh, that's weird. Oh, fuck. I gotta heal. Alright, oh, fuck. Okay, I guess there goes that whole fucking health pack I just used, because the vampires are fast and can hit from 30 fucking yards away. And use another one. Oh, there it went. Another fucking health pack gone. Oh, let me just kill the vampire again. Oh, no. Maybe I should heal you. No, not yet. Let me get some distance from him. Oh, here we go. Let's kill him. Oh, fuck. Oh, shit. Oh, fuck this guy. Oh, I gotta kill him, though. All right, here we go. Let's kill this. Oh, shit. Oh, my God. Oh, I'm fucked. This is the end of me. I don't know what I have no health packs left. I can't fucking hit this vampire. All right, I got him. Let's kill him. Where'd the stink thing go? It's not letting me stink again. What the fuck do I do? Are you fucking... Alright, fine. Let me go kill some of these humans and see what I can do here. Oh, I got one shot. Hell yeah. Oh, I'm gonna die. Okay.
Tell them I was right.
Well, that was fucking aggravating. So, I'm alive again, and yes, that is how long it takes to respawn. And at least it respawns you here. I'm immediately going to the settings like, what the fuck? What I'm doing is looking to see if there's a stake button that I don't know about. There's not. And I'm just very fucking confused at this point. I'm not sure what just happened, but that vampire would not die. And I'm pretty fucking sure this is supposed to be the first and easiest part of the game. Eventually I said, fuck it, let's just try again. Let's see what happens. At least they spawn you with some ammo, but only one med kit. Oh yeah. So, and I also decided, fuck it, let's kill the humans. They were a problem. And then I realized, oh, the vampire's up here now. Fuck. So I'm gonna kill this vampire this time, if it's the last fucking thing I do, because it just may goddamn be the last thing I do in this game if I don't manage to kill him. So he goes down, and look at that! Stake immediately. So what the fuck happened the first time? Why couldn't I do that the first time? I had my shotgun out the first time I fucking downed him. I'm fully aware now that you have to have a gun with the stake equipped now, but of all the messages this game left on the screen until I closed them, don't you think that would be a good one? You know, instead of, welcome to Redfall, it should be, hey, to kill a vampire, you have to have a gun equipped that has a stake attached to it. I'm pretty sure at least, but like, ultimately, I just don't think it should have been that confusing to find out what to do. I'm punching this TV because this game has already pissed me off. In real life, I didn't record my voice during this, but my wife was like, why are you still playing it then?
Anyone about?
Because I have to record this fucking review, that's why. Long story short for this part, you talk to the people behind this door and they say they're not coming out till the cultists are dead. So I go downstairs after some searching and then I realize, hold on, this part's funny. I want you to watch what happens when I go down this pole. I am able to slide down this pole while punching it. And I'm not just falling. It is literally a slide, quote unquote, animation that while I'm doing it, I can melee the pole. Is this the Xbox 360 and is this 2007? This game doesn't look good. Like, I'm not saying it's the ugliest game I've ever seen, but with the 30 FPS on the Xbox Series X, it does every now and then feel like, you know what it feels like? It feels like fucking Condemned 1. And I love that game. But it came out in what, 07? 08, something like that. And it looked like this. This is what Condemned looked like when it came out. Maybe not all the bright and pretty colors, but it's the same fucking thing. So you let the people out of the room and then surprise, surprise, another cinematic, a cutscene that is another fucking PowerPoint presentation, but somehow worse. This fat pregnant man is being helped off the floor, I think. This doctor's giving this lady heroin or something. That lady's holding a clipboard. That guy's reading a fucking book. You know, people are dying, bro. Chill out. This guy, they got this guy sweeping. Oh, at least there's two people sweeping. At least they're helping. But like, chill out, man. Like, this is not a good cutscene. I don't feel like I help these people. I feel like they're just showing me their day. They're like, yo, welcome to the crib. We're just chilling now. Use this pool table to make some decisions. This just feels lazy. Maybe I'm complaining too much, but I don't fucking think that I am. This is what you get for completing the first mission in the game, is this whack-ass cutscene, if that's what you want to call it, where it's showing you nothing. It's showing you that they're alive.
On Redfall,
I did promise I would talk a little bit about the good, and there is some good in this game. For one, the skill tree. I actually think the skill tree is pretty intuitive. I think a lot of the decisions you make and the powers that you can unlock or I should say the talents you can unlock for your skills make them feel better. They do work well. And I think that's a good thing. I think some games throw in skill trees and it feels like a waste of time. This is not one of those. I was kind of hoping sometimes that I would level up so I can pick up something else. So this is one good thing I'll give this game, is their skill tree actually works. The other thing I like though is the inventory system. It's maybe a little weird at first, but it's pretty minimal, which I think is important. And it's not a game where you have to go and like sell things at a vendor when you have too many things in your inventory. There's an inventory cap. I haven't hit the inventory cap once in this game so far. But like, as you can see, I have all these weapons in here, and I'm not going to use a lot of them. I don't understand how important stake launchers and UV lights are yet here. But you don't have to go back and get rid of stuff. You can actually just hold the left trigger and salvage things, which is huge because salvage is how you can, you know, buy things. Actually, every time you die, you lose a little bit of salvage, similar to Borderlands. And that's not the first Borderlands comparison I'm going to make here. But that is, you know, that's how this works. So you can see right here, boom, salvage, salvage, salvage. Super, super easy. I actually really like that. I think more games should do that. Don't make me go all the way back and sell shit for the same currency as it would be. Like, make it the same currency. Let me use salvage to buy things and to craft things and to, you know, whatever. Like, make it one fucking currency. That is something else intuitive about this game is they don't make you waste your time with a bunch of random shit. All the collectibles you can pick up, all the shit you pick up in the world automatically converts to salvage, and that's a good thing. It's something that I can pick up everything I want and I don't have to figure it out later. It's just done for me. It's converted. It's done. Thank you for that one specific thing, Arcane. I'll give you that one. But with every positive becomes a negative. One thing I don't like about the inventory system is the compare system. I think it is not very good. It's actually kind of confusing to figure out how to compare the gun I want to compare. So you can have up to 3 guns in your inventory at a time. If you're at a vendor, it's only comparing it to the first gun that you have on your equipped thing. So it's like you have to switch which order they're equipped in. I couldn't figure out another way to do it. Maybe there's not. Maybe that's just a feature they fucked up. But that's one thing that I feel like it should be easy to compare what I'm holding, you know, in any of my slots to what I'm looking at. And that's something I did not have an easy time doing. Another thing I actually really like in this game is the weapon customization. There's a ton of skins you can unlock. They don't give any tooltips of exactly how to unlock them, but I did find that a couple unlocked on their own. Not exactly sure how. And they look good. I actually think, you know, this might be one thing that keeps me coming back, especially these stake ones. Like, I think that's a badass stake customization. And I think it's cool that you can do this. So it's another positive I'll give this game. I am a sucker for unlockables. It keeps me coming back. So this is something that I might find interesting towards the end of the game.
And a spectrum analyzer.
The last thing I will say that I truly enjoyed, I did not find snipers to be very interesting in this game. They felt kind of weak until I found this form of sniper that I'm using. It's a bolt action versus a semi-auto. And all of a sudden, I was actually having a lot of fun shooting. I don't think the shooting has been very fun, like, during this game at all. I haven't even shot this sniper yet at this point in the video. But I'm about to find out that it is, for the first time, one of the strongest I've felt holding a weapon in this game. Ready for it? Wait for it. Get your shot lined up, Jimmy King. Bop. Oh, he's dead. Oh, he's dead too. Damn, that feels good. And it sounds good. This is one of the first times in this game that I was like, oh, that was fucking awesome. This feels good. There's a whole section I did where I ran through every enemy on the way up to this lighthouse and just fucked everybody with a sniper. No alarms triggered. Nobody knew I was there. The AI is so fucking dumb in this game that if you kill somebody next to another person with a sniper, like this one where it's silenced, they're just like, nothing happened. They have no fucking idea what's going on. So it's great. This is probably the first time, like I said, I'm hours and hours into this game at this point. It's the first time I've actually enjoyed the gunplay. So good on them for this one. That's a huge fucking crit right there too. Boom, baby. So for the sake of brevity, the last thing I wanted to talk about is going to be the final boss fight. The Hollow Man is somebody that's been talking to you through the entire game so far and won't shut the fuck up. So when you finally get to the boss fight, it is pretty exciting. You know, it's like, for me, I actually thought this was the end of the game. I was like, there's no way this game is 8 hours long. It's just a nail in the coffin for me. Some good news, it is not. This is the end of the first section of the game, which took me by surprise. This is part of what brought me back, is I realized, oh, this game is bigger than I thought. Good, because initially I thought it was 8 hours long. And then this fight is interesting. It is kind of fun. There's a couple phases, and I do like phased boss fights. I'm a WoW player, so this, you know, something good about a boss fight where you have to do a little bit of thinking. But it's also really fucking easy, and I'm doing a cheese right now where I'm hiding behind this pole, which essentially gets rid of most of the powers he can use against me. This part during the fight is kind of nice because I can go around and collect any medkits and ammo I need before starting the second phase. Before the second phase starts, I just have to kill these blood bags you see in front of you. But the second phase is the same as the first, maybe a little harder. The third phase here, though, this is the phase that makes me laugh. Talking about Borderlands, this shield thing he's doing is the first time I saw this was in Borderlands, and this feels like a direct copy of that. Now, I'm not saying it's a bad thing. Take what others did and, you know, do it yourself. Make your own version. But it feels like their own version is just the same as their Borderlands version. And honestly, it was just kind of more annoying than anything. It's just slowed down the fight because I don't know how you're supposed to do this fight while running around the arena, considering half the shit he does you can't avoid if you're in his sight. So that's why I'm cheesing it behind this pole. That's also why he sends out these butterfly things to kill me the way he does. Eventually I said fuck it and just pulled out my sniper rifle because it's the strongest gun I have, and I dropped that motherfucker. And I'm not gonna lie, it felt good to finally win this fight. I got a little nervous here because it wouldn't stake, but finally got it to work. So I killed him and I ended the fight. So I'd say, like, for what seems like such a big milestone boss fight, it felt a little easier than I expected it to, but again, I cheesed it. It was interesting to say the very least I can about it, but that's the entire first act of the game. I mean, that's essentially, you've seen everything. But at the end of the day, the things that I like do not outweigh the bad in this game. There's so many things wrong considering this is a AAA title. There's a conversation to be had about what we should be expecting out of new games. Games like Dead Island 2 that just came out, that game is fucking fantastic. Like, it's for a game that went through so much hell in development, went through 3 different developers and finally got released, you know, however long after, 9 years after it was announced, for it to run as well as it does, be as fun as it is, and feel as genuinely good as it can with the kind of game it is, that's something that developers should be striving for. This release feels like something that Arcane decided we need to get something out now. The last title Arcane made, Deathloop, I actually think Deathloop was fantastic. Now it's Arcane Lyon versus Arcane Austin, so I don't know if maybe they're just 2 different companies with different scopes, but it's still under the Arcane umbrella. Some people have said that this is the worst game they've ever played and are calling for the removal of Phil Spencer over it. And I think that's absolutely idiotic. For 2 reasons. One, this game is, if you think this is the worst game that's ever been released, this must be your first fucking game. This is so far from the worst game released. Yes, it didn't meet any of the promises it made, but is that your first time? Is this the first time you've played a game that didn't meet all the promises that it made? Because for me and other people like me, this has been happening for as long as I can remember. Remember Fable 1? You remember what was promised with Fable? Yet nobody looks at that game and says, well, the CEO of Xbox at the time should have been removed. No. People were mad at I can't remember his name anymore, with Donahue, whatever the fuck the guy's name, Montague. People were pissed at him, but people still look back at Fable fondly because although they were promised things, the game delivered. This game, Redfall, doesn't deliver like Fable did. It's a bad comparison on that front. But in terms of delivering expectations, you have to get serious. Like, if you think this is the worst game that's ever been released, grow up. Overall, Redfall is a bad game. It's boring, it's repetitive, it's aggravating. It's not what we wanted. But calling for the removal of the CEO of Microsoft, who, by the way, yes, they're partnered with Bethesda now and they're under the same umbrella, but Phil Spencer's not out there rushing this game. He's disappointed with how everything is coming out about it. But this does not fall on Phil. This falls on Arcane. Arcane didn't meet their own internal goals. That has nothing to do with Microsoft Xbox. Microsoft Xbox, yes, they're releasing it under their umbrella now, but it's still up to the companies to make the best game possible. Arcane dropped the ball on this, but dropping the ball now means 50, 60% out of 100, right? Like, this is not a 10% game. This is not a 1 out of 10. My official rating for this game, I would give it a 5 out of 10. Purely because there are times in this game when I had fun, and I could tell that because I played the game for 7 hours on my first sit down with it. And even though I was so pissed off at it in the beginning, I kept wanting to see what was next, and that's good. Doesn't make it a good game, but it makes it something where it's just so dumb that it works sometimes, and like the dumb AI makes me feel stronger than I really am. You know, some things that people say make this game bad, I actually think makes it fun. And that's something I think people forget. Video games are put out here as an art form that are supposed to be fun and entertaining for us. And if you can't find anything to be entertained about or with in this game, I think you're being too critical. And it's silly to say that in a review because I'm supposed to be being critical, but I think there's a difference between being critical and being ridiculous. So final thoughts, this game sucks, but I'm still playing it today. Put about 14 hours into dev at this point, and still getting angry at it, but it's still keeping my interest. I'll probably keep coming back to it until something more interesting comes out at least. But that's all I have for this game right now. Leave me a comment. Let me know how much you hated it. I know that's probably the only comments I'll get about it. Also, I mean, if you liked it, let me know. I mean, I'm sure there's a conversation to be had there. I think there are people out there that enjoyed this game more than Twitter and the internet will let you think, because all you see online is the negative. But I think there are more people like me that did find something to latch on and enjoy about this game. And I'm interested to have that conversation. So hit me up, let me know, let's talk. Like and subscribe for more of these. I'll do more impressions. I do have one coming out for Jedi Survivor potentially today as well. Just got to get it recorded. So but if you like these, I appreciate you hanging out, and I'll definitely get more of these out. More WoW content coming soon as well. 10.1 just released, so my videos will be coming for that early next week. But appreciate you hanging out. Thank y'all so much. Until next time, bye.